Hey everyone. So look at the screen. We have a man here, able-bodied. He knew how to walk up here with a gun and discharge it. He's pointing at the man. You can hear the bullet in the chamber. Now he didn't shoot the man, but I want you to watch this clip. It's unreal. I'm convinced there's no way you can really help these men. There's no way. I don't care what kind of program. There's no way to help these men. These dusties, these criminals are going to do what they do and just destroy. So they're going to have to just move to a fast remedy. And defund the police, honey, is not it. You are delusional if you think it's going to be the answer. Think about it. He's willing to rob. Why can't he get a job? So check this out. Families preparing to go on their vacation. Remember what I said? They love drama. They bring trauma. And there's always a financial implication. It's too many dusties in the nation. I stand by that. So check this out. Fair use. Just imagine if it were you and your family about to go on vacation. Well, thanks to him right here, vacation has been ruined. Vacation is over before it even began. Fair use. Check it out, folks.
Unbelievable video of this bold and dangerous armed robbery in Southwest Houston. Crime Stoppers pointing out here this could have happened to any of us. This happened on a Saturday morning in the driveway of a bustling neighborhood.
Yeah, Crime Stoppers hopes a cash reward will lead to an arrest before another family is targeted. Our Melissa Correa is live near the neighborhood along 610, the South Loop at South Main. Mel, there's a reason we're not saying exactly where the home is located.
That's right, Len. Out of respect for the victims, a young family that tells me they are still terrified of being targeted again. But at the same time, they know the power of sharing their story because someone's got to know the guy behind the gun. It's a click that could send chills down your spine. 1 second, a father is loading up for a family vacation. The next, he's emptying his pockets and pleading for his life. The gunman, who the victim said is about 5 feet 10 inches tall, appears to come out of nowhere. The ambush happened just after 10:30 a.m. Saturday, June 26th. Houston police released this video today, but nearly 2 weeks later, the family still isn't ready to talk publicly. Writing, "We aren't doing okay today. The overall spike in crime, coupled with this incident, is terrifying for our family." Through texts, Dad describes what we don't see in the video because the gunman moves the camera. He got away with the victim's wallet, phone, and a bag of clothes for vacation. Luckily, my wife saw him and got our kids to the back of the house before he went inside. When he went inside, I saw an opportunity to get help, so I ran down the driveway screaming. It lured him out of the house and he pinned me down, ready to shoot me on the grass. Luckily, the mailman was at the next house down and saw him, and he took off.
I mean, this is about as bold and brazen as you can get.
Andy Kahn works for Houston Crime Stoppers.
And sadly, right now, in Houston and in Harris County, this is like a daily occurrence. And we need to get this person off the street.
$5,000 will go to the person who can help police make an arrest. Here's a look at the getaway car, a white 4-door Lexus.
This is you and I and every other Houstonian. The last thing you think someone's going to do is run up to and put a gun in your face and demand money and put your family in harm. This could happen to anybody.
This could happen to anybody. And because of that, we asked authorities, what message should we pass along to folks in case someone approaches us in our driveway with a gun? And Len, sadly, there is no magic trick or tactic. Authorities say comply with the commands and pray you make it out alive.
Absolutely, Mel.
So he will definitely rob. He'll definitely rob, but I bet he won't get a job. And then some say, oh, he probably can't get a job. Well, guess what? Whose fault is that? They are lazy, want a quick buck. And don't forget now, as he's doing his robbing, he might be going home to his mammy, his baby mama, and then they get to live in a Section 8 house. I've heard of that. Or they might, I hate to say, some of these members not even on Section 8. They just have working on regular jobs, paying all the bills, and he'll sit, eat, and sleep for free. But I guarantee you, it's a woman somewhere that's supporting this. He could be a father, so you can imagine the values that he'll be teaching his children if he's around. See, sometimes people like this, guys like this here, sometimes it's a good thing that they're not around. Check out Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos wasn't raised by his father. His father wasn't there. They don't have a relationship. Look how he turned out. So when I heard that about, single mothers, all these single mothers, Jeff Bezos, I think his mother married early, but she then married someone else. So what I read, he was not raised by his father. He said the only time he thinks about his dad is when he goes to the doctor and they ask a certain question on the questionnaire. And it's so interesting. The guy didn't even know who his son was, and when they told him, he was shocked. His father's still living, biological. The biological is still living. So some of these single mothers, you want to rat on them. It might be a reason why they don't want the children around you or won't let the child see you. Think about that beautiful little girl. Was it Jacelyn Adams? Her mom let the father come and visit the child, and we all saw what happened. We all saw what happened at the Jack in the Box. At the McDonald's. We saw what happened. So maybe, and I hate to say this, beautiful child, maybe if the mother hadn't let him come and go with the child might still be here. So what about, they won't let them see their dad, their father? Might be a reason why. That might be a way of keeping the child away from degradation. Crime. Might be a way to keep the child alive. You want to ditch these single mothers? Well, guess what? Where would the children be? Because we know these Dusty sure aren't around. The children would be perished. It'll be overstacking in the orphanages, being abused. So next time when I holler about a single mother, where the heck are the men? This group, African Americans, Black Americans, are the only group who want to blame the single mother. So everybody knows the problem is the men. You're the lack thereof. They're just males. That's the problem. It's like there's a right way to do things. This group, a lot of people are going to do it backwards. The rest of society knows, it's the men. They're not looking to those other men that are real men, other groups. There's no way that the Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic, they're not looking to women the way African Americans men are. He just want to stand there like he's blameless and just so delusional. So this right here, this is someone's son, someone's boyfriend, baby mama, might be a husband. He might have a baby mama somewhere, and she will know about this and say nothing because she's part of the mammy crew. Well, he doing what he could for his kids. Stop lying, girl. The state is doing, the taxpayers are doing. But someone knows. My point is, someone knows who this man is. Could be a neighbor. And he will be protected in the Black community. So now the vacation for the family is over. He's got the father's wallet and cell phone. Yeah, got the man's wallet and cell phone. Money, debit card, credit cards, you name it. Something that he probably doesn't have. So now you got to do a security alert. Now the vacation is probably already paid for, hotel and all that. All that's a wash. Gone. Vacation is over. It is ruined. And that's the least of their concerns. Has your identity, and it also has the address and everything. Could sell it. Now you got to go ahead and put a freeze on your credit. No vacation. Hotel paid for. May have tickets to some people be spending serious money on Disney. A week at Disney, gonna cost you what? 10, 15 G's, especially if you're staying on property. For you Disney vacation members, the DVCs in the house, Disney vacation. They don't do $3,000 vacations at Disney, boo. They don't. Could easily cost you 10 to 15 G's. You might can skate by $7,000 a week, Disney. Do the pricing. Go check it out. So you've looked forward to this here. People spend major money at Disney, especially these DVC members. So now it's time to go. You worked hard for it, and now it's all over. It's all over. You have a nightmare and the sense of security for the family. We're supposed to fight for this. talk about police reform, which I agree there needs to be some reform, but defunding it is not it. We need some family reform. At this point, any decent woman to have if you call yourself decent and you're having a child by destiny, I'm just gonna say, honey, we're gonna pray for you. This right here, it needs to stop, and this community is going to perpetuate it. Because don't forget, in our community, there's normally the woman is a princess. In the black community, the black man, he's the princess. He can do no wrong. There's always an excuse. We're no father figure, right from wrong. So cut that nonsense. He doing the best he can. This is the best he can do. One more time before I close out. Look at the video. So imagine if this was you. And then you wonder why when you're driving around, they want your license plates through. Fair use.
Of this bold and dangerous armed robbery in Southwest Houston. Crime Stoppers pointing out here this could have happened to any of us. This happened on a Saturday morning in the driveway of a bustling neighborhood.
Yeah, Crime Stoppers hopes a cash reward will lead to an arrest before another family is targeted. Our Melissa Correa is live near the neighborhood along 610, the South Loop at South Main. Mel, there's a reason we're not saying exactly where the home is located.
That's right, Len. Out of respect for the victims, a young family that tells me they are still terrified of being targeted again. But at the same time, they know the power of sharing their story because someone's got to know the guy behind the gun. It's a click that could send chills down your spine. 1 second, a father is loading up for a family vacation. The next, he's emptying his pockets and pleading for his life. The gunman, who the victim said is about 5 feet 10 inches tall, appears to come out of nowhere. The ambush happened just after 10:30 a.m. Saturday, June 26th. Houston police released this video today, but nearly 2 weeks later, the family still isn't ready to talk publicly. Writing, "We aren't doing okay today. The overall spike in crime, coupled with this incident, is terrifying for our family." Through texts, Dad describes what we don't see in the video because the gunman moves the camera. He got away with the victim's wallet, phone, and a bag of clothes for vacation. Luckily, my wife saw him and got our kids to the back of the house before he went inside. When he went inside, I saw an opportunity to get help, so I ran down the driveway screaming. It lured him out of the house and he pinned me down, ready to shoot me on the grass. Luckily, the mailman was at the next house down and saw him, and he took off.
So yeah, imagine if that were you and your family. And look, he's well prepared. Check it out. He's got his little head rag on. Of course, he got the mask, and he has his he's wearing gloves. See, he's wearing gloves. He's wearing gloves. So he came prepared. But would he prepare himself for a job? Would he prepare himself to start a business? Want some quick money, quick. It's unreal. It's inexcusable, and it is so tiring. And then you holler about racial profiling. They're doing so much danger. Even black people are profiling because you're like, uh-oh. You just never know. In crime, all people do it. This is a narrative that the Dusties are setting. This is the narrative that they set. This is the narrative, and we want to always, need to give him some help and pray for him. Girl, bye. This is the only group that is in danger to themselves. He came prepared, even matched his little car. The car matched the pants and the headscarf. Has his gloves on. Turn the camera off. And if you think it's his first time doing it, think again. I hope they catch him and whatever. If he becomes a hashtag, I just would not care. See, I keep telling you, they do things like this in a black neighborhood, and it's so passive. No one wants to say anything, and people are afraid. Fear. I understand that's what the deal is. Then they venture out. And you wonder why, when they have a felony or a rap sheet, nobody wants to hire them. Who would? Who's going to take this on? He may serve his time. I need a job. Who wants you? No one. It's not worth the risk. It's not worth the lawsuit you may bring. You might get violent and go crazy on the job. So this here, another product of Blackistan, and he can go back to the black community and he will be coddled. Some mammy is going to understand. So the problems in the community, ladies, it's not you and me. We know who it is. And so does the dominant society. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.